Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing a review, and it'll be my first review on this channel. Um, I'm going to start reviewing all the Collingwood games, starting from last night's game, which was round 9. Collingwood versus Western Bulldogs. Obviously, we got hammered. 48-point loss. Really, really poor. Just didn't get the result we wanted. Their forwards were very, very good. Lots of midfielders starred. Treloar, Dunkley, Bontempelli, Liberatore were all fantastic on the night. And we just didn't get what we wanted. They had not 29 scoring shots. That's like the most they've had this year, the Dogs. They were very, very good. We had heaps of poor players. So I'm going to get straight into the review and review the poor players. Finlay McRae came on the sub, didn't really have much impact. Callum Brown was a late in for Pendlebury. He did not do too much. Bo McCreary was really disappointing up forward. Aiden Begg was pretty poor as well. Jack Magin unfortunately got injured, so we just had really, really, really bad problems on the night, and yeah, he should be out for probably 10, 12 weeks with that injury, maybe the season. Who knows? But I just don't see Collingwood winning too many games now. That was probably the start of our descent. Um, give disposal shout outs. Seeming the first 6, 7, 8 players were all Bulldogs players. Jack Chris, Patrick Lipinski, they were very, very good on the night. Probably the only two players that really kept us in it. Jeremy Howe, Nick Dacos, DeGoey, Maynard, Noble, Moore, those type of players were all good, but not great. I feel like if they were great, we would have had a better chance of winning. And, well, obviously, the Western Bulldogs smashed us in disposals. They were very, very good. The first quarter was very, very quick and fast. We knew we had to do something about that for the remaining 3 quarters, so we slowed the game down, and they got more disposal than us by heat. They got 114 more touches than us. They were amazing compared to us. They handballed quite well. We just let them do their type of game style, and they were just much better. Fincy inside forward 50's got to get up this season. It's not very good. We managed to beat the Dogs in hitouts, which was very, very surprising. But yeah, contested possessions is definitely where they got us. They bet us in that result by 40. And while time in front, we were not winning in that whole entire game. So yeah, it's very, very poor. Our tackling wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. Our inside forward 50s was very, very surprising. Seeming how many goals we actually managed to get. So yeah, inside forward 50s wasn't too worrying for once. Stoppages weren't bad. The free kicks, people were saying a lot about the free kicks, saying it affected the result. Yeah, if maybe affected it by 2 goals. Still doesn't really matter. We deserve to lose that game. The Dogs, let's talk about them. Amazing performances from Bailey Smith, McRae, Treloar, Liberatore, Bontempelli in the midfield. Those 5 midfielders were great. Caleb Daniel was terrific coming off halfback. And Bailey Dale just ranks him up every single game. So many players were standouts for the Dogs. It was just a perfect all-round game for them. And we need to bounce back next week against Freo, because you look at our next run, we have Fremantle away. It's going to be impossible. We'll wait and see how they go against the Gold Coast Suns at Metricon, because it's at Optus Stadium. We're just not going to win that. It's the last game of round 10. And then we got Carlton at the G. We're probably not going to win that one either. And then we got the Hawks at the G as well. So they're our next 3. They're all tough games. And I think Collingwood's season has finished there. It was good while it lasted. We didn't do too badly this season, but we're getting it inside forward 50. We've got great midfielders. When DeGoey and Lipinski really stepped us up in the 4th quarter, we tried to make a comeback, but our trying on the night wasn't as good as the Dogs, and they were just a lot better for the whole game, really. And with injuries, that's a very, very nice, comfortable win for them. They'll take that any day of the week. We definitely have some problems to fix. Our defence has been on the back foot last 2 weeks. Our forward need to get more goals. Like, we kicked 7 goals that game. We just weren't taking risks. We were just slowing it down. That's our lowest score for a long time. That's not how we play under Craig McRae. We don't play like slow Nathan Buckley with barely any scoring. That's just not our game, and we just had to turn it into that. And I'm sure Craig McRae would be very disappointed with the results. Should get Ginnivan and Pendlebury back next week though from illness, which is a bit of a boost. Not too big of a boost, but decent boost. Let's talk about the Dogs forwards. Josh Dunkley, Adam Trelaw. They were the mids that went forward on the night and kicked goals. They kicked bags. They both kicked 3. And Buku Karmas and Aaron Norton, the 2 forwards, both bagged 3 goals. Those 2 were very impressive as well. Jack Crisp was our only multiple goal kicker. He wasn't bad on the night. But our forwards were really bad. Mychek was just not in the game whatsoever at all. Like, I don't think he even disposed the ball by foot at all in that game. We need a big response next week against Fremantle. I just don't see it happening. But the Dogs have the Gold Coast Suns next week. They should probably win that game. Tim English is still out with the flu, which is the only thing that's probably going to be hard for them to win the hitouts against Jared Witts. But then again, it is a home game at Mars Stadium. They did drop a game there, however, against the Crows earlier this season. And the Suns could be pushing for an upset if they push the Dockers tomorrow. So, yeah, thanks for listening to this review. This is review 1 of round 9, Collingwood. So, yeah, I'll do another review next week on our game against Fremantle. But until then, I'll see you guys for another video.